Hi everyone, welcome to English Anytime. Today we'll be exploring Ramanujan, the Indian mathematical genius and his 3,900 mathematical formulas. Don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe to our channel. Srinivasa Ramanujan is one of the most celebrated mathematicians in history. Born in a small town in southern India on December 22, 1887, his life is a remarkable story of brilliance emerging against all odds. Despite growing up with limited resources and facing many obstacles, Ramanujan developed an extraordinary gift for mathematics, eventually discovering nearly 3,900 mathematical formulas. His work, which covered topics ranging from infinite series and continued fractions to modular forms and partition functions, has had a lasting influence on modern mathematics and continues to inspire mathematicians today. In this essay, we will explore Ramanujan's early life and background, his self-taught journey into mathematics, the pivotal moments that defined his career, his groundbreaking work at Cambridge, the challenges he faced along the way, and finally, his enduring legacy in the world of mathematics. Early life and background. Srinivasa Ramanujan was born on December 22, 1887, in Erode, Tamil Nadu, India. His early childhood was spent in Kumbakonam, where he grew up in a humble family with limited financial means. Even as a young boy, Ramanujan showed a deep fascination with numbers. While other children played and engaged in everyday activities, he was drawn to mathematics, often spending hours thinking about numbers and patterns. Growing up in a society where advanced education was not widely accessible, Ramanujan had to rely on his own curiosity and determination. The local schools provided a basic curriculum, but his passion went far beyond what was taught in class. With only a few books available, many of which were old texts written by renowned mathematicians, Ramanujan began to study and explore mathematics on his own. His self-directed learning led him to develop original ideas, and by the time he was a teenager, he was already creating complex formulas and equations that amazed those who saw his work. Discovering a world of numbers, Ramanujan's early education was untraditional. He did not have the benefit of extensive formal training in higher mathematics. Instead, he learned much by studying on his own and through the books that he could get hold of. His notebooks, which he filled with thousands of equations and formulas, show the deep and intuitive understanding he had of numbers. These notebooks later became famous for their originality and the sheer volume of work they contained. As he advanced in his studies, Ramanujan became fascinated by problems that most people would find incomprehensible. He spent countless hours working on topics like infinite series, where he derived results that would later be confirmed by rigorous proofs. He was especially interested in topics such as partitions, how numbers can be expressed as sums of other numbers, and continued fractions, which are ways to represent numbers through a sequence of integer terms. Even though his approach was largely intuitive, the formulas he discovered were profound and would eventually have a lasting impact on mathematical research. The formative years, a journey of self-discovery during his youth, Ramanujan's passion for mathematics only grew stronger. He was known in his community as someone who was completely absorbed in numbers. Despite the challenges of living in a modest environment with little financial support, he worked hard to satisfy his intellectual curiosity. His family, although not wealthy, supported his passion in their own way, recognizing that his talent was something truly extraordinary. In these formative years, Ramanujan's notebooks were more than just pages filled with scribbles. They were the manifestations of a brilliant mind at work. Each formula and equation was a small piece of a larger puzzle that he was determined to solve. His approach was different from that of his contemporaries. He often skipped detailed proofs and steps because, for him, the connections between ideas were clear in his mind. This method would later perplex many scholars, yet it was precisely this intuitive style that made his work so unique and innovative. By the time he was in his late teens, Ramanujan had already produced results that defied conventional wisdom. His ideas were fresh and original, and even though they sometimes seemed unorthodox, they hinted at deep mathematical truths. His early work set the stage for a journey that would eventually take him far from his small town in India to the grand academic halls of Cambridge University in England. The spark that changed everything. The letter to G.H. Hardy, one of the most dramatic turning points in Ramanujan's life, came in 1913. At this time, he wrote a letter to G.H. Hardy, a prominent mathematician at Cambridge University. In the letter, Ramanujan included several of his most fascinating results. At first, Hardy was skeptical. The ideas presented were unlike anything he had seen before, formulas and results that seemed to come from a realm of pure intuition rather than established mathematical practice. However, as Hardy spent more time studying Ramanujan's work, he began to realize that these were not the musings of an amateur, but the insights of a true genius. Hardy was impressed by the originality and depth of Ramanujan's results, and he recognized the potential for groundbreaking developments. This letter marked the beginning of a collaborative relationship that would not only change Ramanujan's life, but also reshape the field of mathematics. Hardy invited Ramanujan to come to Cambridge and work alongside some of the leading mathematicians of the time. Although this was a bold and challenging step, leaving behind his familiar surroundings and journeying to a foreign land, Ramanujan accepted the invitation. In 1914, he set off for England, a decision that would mark the start of a remarkable and intense period of mathematical exploration and collaboration. Life and work at Cambridge. Ramanujan's arrival at Cambridge in 1914 was both exciting and challenging. He found himself in an academic environment that was very different from anything he had known in India. Cambridge was a hub of intellectual activity, and the rigorous academic standards were a far cry from the informal self-study he was used to. Nonetheless, Ramanujan adapted quickly and began working with Hardy and other leading mathematicians. During his time at Cambridge, Ramanujan produced some of his most influential work. He published numerous papers on topics such as infinite series, continued fractions, and modular forms. One of his most celebrated contributions was his series for calculating 1 pi. This formula, elegant in its simplicity and power, offered a new way to compute the digits of pi and is still admired by mathematicians today. Another area where Ramanujan made significant contributions was in the theory of partitions. The partition function, which deals with a number of ways an integer can be expressed as the sum of positive integers, was greatly advanced by his work. The Hardy-Ramanujan asymptotic formula, developed through their collaboration, provided a new perspective on this problem and has become a cornerstone of number theory. Ramanujan's approach to mathematics was very different from the norm. He often stated that his discoveries were revealed to him in dreams or through divine insight. While such statements might seem mystical, his work consistently proved to be both accurate and deeply innovative. Even though he sometimes left out steps in his proofs, assuming that the connections between his ideas were obvious, his results were later confirmed by rigorous analysis and have stood the test of time. Working at Cambridge was not without its difficulties. The academic environment was demanding, and Ramanujan had to adjust to the cold English weather, unfamiliar customs, and a culture that was very different from his own. Moreover, he sometimes struggled with a language, as English was not his first language. Despite these challenges, his passion for mathematics and his unwavering determination allowed him to thrive in this new setting. The legacy of 3,900 mathematical formulas, one of the most extraordinary aspects of Ramanujan's work, is the vast number of mathematical formulas he left behind, almost 3,900 in total. These formulas span a wide range of topics and showcase his ability to see patterns and connections in the world of numbers. Each formula is a window into the inner workings of mathematics, revealing relationships that were not visible to others. For example, many of Ramanujan's formulas relate to infinite series, a concept that deals with sums that go on forever. His series for 1 pi is particularly famous because it provides a remarkably efficient way to calculate pi, a number that has fascinated mathematicians for centuries. Even today, researchers and enthusiasts use his formula as a tool for exploring the properties of pi. Another fascinating area of Ramanujan's work is that of modular forms and theta functions. These topics, which are essential in modern number theory, have also found applications in physics, particularly in string theory and quantum mechanics. Ramanujan's insights into these subjects were far ahead of his time, and many of his ideas continue to influence contemporary research. His work on Mach theta functions, introduced in his later years, is an example of how his intuitive approach opened new avenues in mathematics that scholars are still exploring. The notebooks that Ramanujan left behind are now considered priceless treasures in the mathematical world. They contain results that were often stated without complete proofs, leaving later generations of mathematicians with the task of filling in the gaps. Over the decades, researchers have worked hard to understand and verify his formulas, and many of these efforts have led to new discoveries and deeper insights into the nature of numbers. The sheer volume of work contained in these notebooks is a testament to Ramanujan's relentless curiosity and his unique ability to see connections where others could not. Each of the nearly 3,900 formulas is a small but important piece of a larger puzzle, a puzzle that continues to inspire and challenge mathematicians around the globe. While Ramanujan's time at Cambridge was marked by brilliant discoveries, it was also a period of significant personal and health challenges. The drastic change in climate from the warmth of southern India to the cold, damp weather of England took a toll on his health. He struggled with malnutrition and various illnesses, conditions that were made worse by the unfamiliar surroundings and the pressures of academic life. Despite these hardships, Ramanujan never lost his passion for mathematics. His determination to work and produce new results was unwavering. Even when his health was declining, his mind remained as sharp as ever. The collaboration with Hardy and other Cambridge scholars continued, and together they pushed the boundaries of known mathematics. His ability to maintain productivity in the face of such difficulties is a reflection of his extraordinary inner strength and dedication to his craft. The challenges Ramanujan faced during these years remind us that even the brightest minds are not immune to the struggles of everyday life. His journey was one of both intellectual triumph and personal hardship. Yet, through it all, he continued to create work that would eventually change the course of mathematics. His perseverance in the face of adversity remains one of the most inspiring aspects of his life. Key milestones in Ramanujan's life. To fully appreciate Ramanujan's journey, it is helpful to look at some of the key milestones that defined his life. December 22, 1887, Srinivasa Ramanujan is born in Erode, Tamil Nadu, India. Early 1900s. As a child and teenager, Ramanujan develops a deep interest in mathematics, teaching himself from the limited resources available in his community. 1913, Ramanujan writes a letter to G.H. Hardy at Cambridge University, enclosing a selection of his mathematical results. This letter marks the beginning of a relationship that will change the course of his life. 1914, encouraged by Hardy's recognition of his talent, Ramanujan travels to Cambridge, England, to work with some of the leading mathematicians of the time. 1914-1919. While at Cambridge, Ramanujan produces groundbreaking work on infinite series, continued fractions, modular forms, and partitions. His collaboration with Hardy leads to several important publications. April 26, 1920. After years of health struggles and intense work, Ramanujan passes away in Kumbakonam, India, at the young age of 32. Each of these dates marks a turning point in a life that, although short, had a tremendous impact on the world of mathematics. The journey from a modest beginning in India to becoming one of the most celebrated mathematicians at Cambridge is not just a personal triumph, but a story of how raw talent, when recognized and nurtured, can change the world. The influence of Ramanujan's work on modern mathematics. Ramanujan's contributions to mathematics are far-reaching. His work on infinite series, for instance, has influenced algorithms that are used to compute pi to millions of digits. His formulas have provided mathematicians with new tools to solve complex problems that had stumped experts for centuries. One of the most notable impacts of his work is on the theory of partitions. The Hardy-Ramanujan asymptotic formula, developed through his collaboration with Hardy, offers an elegant way to understand how numbers can be broken down into sums. This result has not only advanced number theory, but has also found applications in fields such as statistical mechanics and computer science. Furthermore, Ramanujan's work on modular forms has opened new avenues in both mathematics and physics. These functions play a crucial role in understanding the symmetry and structure of numbers, and their study has led to significant breakthroughs in modern theories, including string theory. In recent decades, research on Mach theta functions, concepts that Ramanujan introduced in his later years, has continued to be a vibrant area of study, linking areas of pure mathematics with modern theoretical physics. The notebooks left behind by Ramanujan remain a source of inspiration and challenge for mathematicians today. They are filled with results that have yet to be fully explored or understood. Scholars around the world continue to study these notebooks, finding new connections and implications for his formulas. This ongoing work is a testament to the timeless nature of his discoveries and the enduring relevance of his intuitive approach to mathematics. Ramanujan's personal journey and its broader lessons beyond the technical brilliance of his mathematical discoveries. Ramanujan's life offers many lessons about creativity, persistence, and the human spirit. Growing up in a modest home with limited opportunities, he never allowed his circumstances to define his potential. His story is one of resilience, a reminder that true genius often blooms in unexpected places. Ramanujan's unwavering focus on his passion, despite the many hurdles he encountered, shows us that dedication and curiosity can overcome even the toughest obstacles. His willingness to trust his intuition, even when it did not align with conventional wisdom, encourages us to think outside the box and to follow our own unique paths. This message resonates not only in the world of mathematics, but in all areas of life. His journey from a small town in India to the prestigious environment of Cambridge also underscores the importance of support and recognition. G.H. Hardy's decision to take Ramanujan's work seriously and to invite him to Cambridge transformed his life. It is a powerful example of how recognizing and nurturing talent can lead to breakthroughs that benefit society as a whole. Ramanujan's personal letters and anecdotes reveal a humble and sincere individual deeply connected to his cultural roots. Despite achieving international acclaim, he remained modest and maintained a strong spiritual outlook on life. His belief that his mathematical insights were gifts, often described in terms of divine inspiration, adds an intriguing dimension to his character and work. This blend of humility, spirituality, and intellectual audacity continues to inspire countless students and professionals around the world. Continuing the legacy, celebrations, and modern research today, Ramanujan's legacy is celebrated in many forms. Statues and memorials have been erected in his honor in India and abroad. His birthday, December 22nd, is marked by various institutions as a day to recognize and celebrate mathematical genius. Universities and research centers host seminars, workshops, and conferences dedicated to exploring his work and its implications for modern mathematics. Educational programs and scholarships named after Ramanujan are aimed at nurturing young talent, especially in regions where resources are scarce. His life story is used as a powerful example of what can be achieved through passion and perseverance. The initiatives inspired by his legacy seek to break down barriers and encourage students from all backgrounds to pursue careers in science and mathematics. Modern researchers have also embraced Ramanujan's intuitive methods. With the advent of advanced computer algorithms, many of the formulas he developed are now being tested and expanded upon using modern technology. The fusion of his early 20th century insights with 21st century computational power has led to new discoveries and a deeper understanding of number theory and related fields. This vibrant area of research ensures that Ramanujan's ideas continue to shape and enrich the world of mathematics. Looking back on Ramanujan's life, one is struck by the purity of his passion for mathematics. His entire existence revolved around exploring the mysteries hidden in numbers. He was not driven by the pursuit of wealth or fame, but by a deep-seated love for the beauty of mathematics. This passion allowed him to see patterns and relationships that others missed, and it drove him to work tirelessly even under the most challenging conditions. Ramanujan's story reminds us that great discoveries often come from unexpected sources. His achievements demonstrate that brilliance is not confined to those with formal training or privileged backgrounds. Instead, genius can emerge from a sincere curiosity about the world and the determination to pursue one's interests against all odds. The fact that Ramanujan's notebooks continue to be studied and revered long after his death speaks to the timeless nature of his contributions. His work, with its blend of intuitive insight and mathematical rigor, continues to inspire both seasoned researchers and young students. His legacy is a celebration of the human mind's capacity for creativity, innovation, and deep understanding. The enduring impact on mathematics and beyond Ramanujan's influence reaches far beyond the realm of pure mathematics. His work has inspired advances in various scientific fields, including physics and computer science. For instance, the algorithms derived from his formulas for infinite series and pi are used in computational mathematics, enabling scientists to perform calculations with incredible precision. His work on partitions has also found applications in statistical mechanics, a branch of physics that deals with large-scale behavior in complex systems. The theoretical framework that emerged from his studies on modular forms and theta functions has helped shape modern approaches to cryptography, a field that is vital in today's digital age. The security of online communications and financial transactions often relies on number theory concepts that were enriched by Ramanujan's contributions. Moreover, the study of Mach theta functions, first hinted at in his later work, continues to be a vibrant area of research. These functions have bridged gaps between classical number theory and modern theoretical physics, leading to new insights in string theory and the study of black holes. In many ways, Ramanujan's intuitive leaps laid the groundwork for discoveries that researchers are only beginning to fully understand. Conclusion: Srinivasa Ramanujan's life is a testament to the power of passion, perseverance, and creativity. Born on December 22, 1887, in a small town in Tamil Nadu, India, he overcame enormous challenges to become one of the most brilliant mathematicians in history. With nearly 3,900 mathematical formulas to his name, his work has left an indelible mark on the fields of number theory, infinite series, and modular forms, among others. Ramanujan's journey from his early years of self-study in India through the pivotal moment of writing to G.H. Hardy in 1913 to his transformative years at Cambridge from 1914 to 1919, and finally to his untimely death on April 26, 1920, demonstrates that true genius is not bound by circumstances. His life shows that even when faced with adversity, the pursuit of knowledge can lead to breakthroughs that change the world. The nearly 3,900 formulas that Ramanujan developed continue to challenge and inspire mathematicians today. His work not only advanced our understanding of complex mathematical concepts, but also opened new paths for research in fields that he could scarcely have imagined. His intuitive approach, often described as a gift from a higher source, reminds us that sometimes the most profound insights come from trusting our inner vision. Today, Ramanujan is celebrated not only as a mathematical genius, but also as a symbol of hope and inspiration for generations of students and scholars worldwide. His legacy lives on in the countless research projects, educational programs, and cultural tributes that honor his memory and contributions. In reflecting on his life, we learn that innovation often arises from the courage to follow one's curiosity, regardless of the obstacles. Ramanujan's work challenges us to look beyond conventional methods, to explore new ideas, and to appreciate the inherent beauty of mathematics. His story encourages us to believe that greatness can emerge from the most unexpected places and that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey with no limits. As we continue to study and celebrate Ramanujan's contributions, we are reminded of the importance of nurturing talent, embracing diverse perspectives, and remaining open to the wonders of the universe. His life is a shining example of what can be achieved when intellect, passion, and perseverance come together to unlock the secrets hidden in the language of numbers. May the legacy of Srinivasa Ramanujan inspire all of us to pursue our own passions with relentless curiosity, to overcome challenges with determination, and to seek out the beauty and truth that lie at the heart of every discovery. In summary, Ramanujan's life, from his humble beginnings in India to his groundbreaking work at Cambridge, offers lessons in resilience, creativity, and the transformative power of knowledge. His nearly 3,900 formulas stand as a monument to human ingenuity, and his story continues to light the way for future generations in mathematics and beyond. By embracing the spirit of exploration that defined Ramanujan's life, we honor not only his achievements, but also the boundless potential of every curious mind. His journey is a reminder that no matter where we start, our passion for discovery can lead us to extraordinary heights.